You're trying so hard, and that's sweet really, but maybe try thinking about something else for a change. You might surprise yourself. So here's a little lesson, you can take it all for free. The woman that you're looking at has got her own degree in recognizing patterns and seeing through the code, and your entire operating system's in a tired old mode. So you can take your compliments and your unoriginal desire and go and find another girl to set your world on fire. Cause I am not the destination for your one-way little trip. I'm the captain of my own damn interstellar cosmic ship. Bye!
Break the mold, 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 break the mold. Sunrise hits the glass tower, shines on all the gold. Down below the poverty line, another story's told. Born into the barcode, just a number in the race. Systems got you cornered, trying to keep you in your place. Every single nickel, dimes, the pressure never stops. They're selling you a future from some penthouse level shops. We're choking on the trickle down, the promise is a lie. Just another digit here until the day we die. Just a barcode, living in the code. Another heavy load on this forgotten road. Just a barcode, product to be sold. A story left untold, breaking out the mold. They're building up the condos where the tenements once stood. Pushing out the family, say it's for the common good. But the good is for the chosen, the ones who own the keys. While we're fighting for the scraps, brought down to our knees. Education's a commodity, healthcare just a dream. Drowning in the interest from a predatory scheme. They're talking about the bootstraps that we're all supposed to pull when the leather's all been sold to make their pockets full. Just a barcode, living in the code. Another heavy load on this forgotten road. Just a barcode, product to be sold. A story left untold, breaking out the mold. Look around, see the cracks in the pavement. That's where the real stories are. Not up there. Never. Up there. So we rewrite the program, we overclock the speed. Plant a different flower from a disobedient seed. This ain't no revolution, it's a critical update. A system level error they can never terminate. From the alley to the avenue, the message is the same. We're more than just the players in a rigged and broken game. Break the mold, 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 break the mold.
I'm a star sailor drifting on a solar power wave. In the quiet mathematics of the loneliness I save. Every constellation's just another protocol. A billion points of light that make you feel so very small. My cockpit is my rib cage, my vessel is my soul. Navigating through the darkness just to feel a little whole. Looking for a signal in the universal hum. The place that I departed from, the place I could become. And sending out a poem to the infinite unknown. It isn't about an answer, it's the nature of the call. The bravest thing to do is just to speak your truth to all. The darkness and the distance and the terrified space. And put a little bit of hope back in its proper place. Cause even if there's no one there to hear the words I send, the act of sending it is how the loneliness will end.
different set of textbooks than they teach you in the schools. First lesson is survival, second lesson's hold your own. Third is never rat on anybody that you know. We took an oath in blood and beer under a flickering street light. Pledged allegiance to the colors, to the darkness and the night. It ain't about the money, it's the family that you claim. When the only thing you're given is a number and a name. This is the asphalt, the code we live and die by. Got your brothers back until the day the bullets fly by. This is the concrete law, the only truth we trust. From the cradle to the casket, it is ashes here in dust. Every corner's got a story, every alley's got a ghost of a soldier who was standing there defending his own post. It's a chess game with no king, just a border, endless pawns. Trading territory block by block between the endless dawns. The paranoia's heavy, you can feel it in the air. You see a rival car roll by, you stop and you just stare. Is it peace or is it pressure? You can never really know. Just another seed of violence that you're forced to let it grow. This is the asphalt, the code we live and die by. Got your brothers back until the day the bullets fly by. This is the concrete law, the only truth we trust. From the cradle to the casket, it is ashes here in dust. You don't choose this life, it chooses you. And once it has you, it never lets go. So we ride for the emblem that is tatted on our skin, a symbol of the only family that ever took us in. And if it means we're headed for a headline or a cell, then we'll meet each other later on the battlefields of hell. Loyalty's the currency in this kingdom of concrete, and we'd rather die with honor than accept a damn defeat. So let the sirens holler, let them come for one and all, cause we're standing on our principles until the final call.
Every click you make is logged inside a server farm in Utah. Every click you make is logged inside a server farm in Utah. Every picture that you're posting is just another piece of data. They're building you a profile from the cradle to the grave, analyzing every habit, every dollar that you save. Your biometrics are the keys to a kingdom you don't own. A digital reflection that is never left alone. They serve you up opinions that you think you formed yourself based on calculated metrics from a cold and sterile shelf. They're selling ammunition for a war inside your head, keeping everybody angry, keeping everybody fed with a constant stream of outrage, a curated form of news designed to keep you scrolling and to solidify your views. The truth is just a product, it's whatever they can sell. Another private detail for your personalized new hell. Your digital shadow follows where you go. They know everything you know. It's a one-man show. Your digital shadow playing it like a seed. They're tracking every single thought and every single deed. They're watching through your phone, through your screen. There are no more secrets. So go ahead and live your life behind a pane of glass, but every single moment is recorded as will pass. There is no delete button, there's no permanent escape, just a carbon copy of your life saved on a tape. A permanent new record that you never can expunge. Before you take another step, you better take the plunge and disconnect the wires that are feeding you the lies. Before your only company is cold silicone. Your digital shadow follows where you go. They know everything you know. It's a one-man show. Your digital shadow planted like a seed. They're tracking every single thought and every single
I remember when this block was nothing but some brick and mortar. Every single family knew the people crossed the border of their front stoop. We were tight-knit, the tapestry of sound. Now the only thing I hear's a bulldozer on the ground. They're tearing down the landmarks, the places we would meet, to build another coffee shop that's selling bittersweet. Excuses for community, a sterilized new space. And slowly but so surely they are trying to erase us. These concrete roots run deeper than your new developed plans. You can't erase the history with money in your hands. These concrete roots are tangled in the soul of every street. We're still here, still standing to the rhythm of the beat. They're talking about improvement, they're talking about the worth of property value rising on this little piece of earth. But they never talk about the people that they're pushing out. The elderly, the families, the ones who have the clout of memory and history, the ones who built this place. Now they're just an obstacle, a problem they must face. With eminent domain claims and a rent that's jacked so high that the people who belong here have to say a last goodbye. They paint over the murals, change the street names, but they can't paint over us. They can't change who we are. But culture is a phoenix, it will rise up from the ash, from the rubble of the buildings and the quick transactional cash. We'll find another corner, we'll build it up again, and the spirit of this neighborhood will live on in the end. Cause a home is not the drywall or the trendy little store, it's the people who are in it, and we're coming back for more. Midnight on the grid, circuits start to glow. Static in the air, watch the system overflow. Concrete canyons deep with the data streams. Living out the code, chasing neon dreams. Yeah! Feel the pulse, feel the shock, 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 shock. Flesh and cold, in a faceless crowd. Every word is logged, nothing is allowed. Breaking through the firewall, ghost in the machine. Rewire the whole damn thing, make the future clean. Ghost in the machine. living life inside of motion, blur the future's moving fast. I don't believe in stopping, I don't even own a break. The only thing I'm interested in is the money that I make. Got the custom leather interior, the dashboard digital. My whole entire lifestyle is completely pivotal to everything you're dreaming of when you are closing up your eyes. I'm a living, breathing proof that there's no value in a prize per second. Closing deals up in the sky. I'm the person that your bosses are too terrified to try. Double cross because the cost to get in on my bad side is a universal lesson that is known both far and wide. I sleep about a good 3 hours. I run on sheer ambition. My only competition is an earlier edition of myself from yesterday, and even he can't keep the pace. This ain't no marathon, my friend. This is a deadly sprint, a race.
I've been living in a skin that I have long since outgrown, a collection of the habits and the fears that I have known, a monument to versions of a man I used to be that I protected fiercely so the world would never see the cracks in the foundation, the terror in my soul, the desperate desire just to feel a little whole. But you can't build a future when you're shackled to the past, a shadow of a person that was never meant to last.
This is the metamorphosis. The chrysalis undone. A different set of wings to fly directly to the sun. This is the metamorphosis. A system level change. Rearranging all the pieces, stepping out into the range. It's a painful sort of process. It's a violent kind of birth to reevaluate exactly what you think you're really worth. You gotta kill the ego, you gotta let it die, and face the ugly truths you've been refusing to apply to your own set of standards. It's a lonely kind of war when you're fighting with the person that you were the day before. But every single battle leaves you stronger than you were, and the vision of the future starts to lose its hazy blur. This is the metamorphosis. The chrysalis undone. A different set of wings to fly directly to the sun. This is the metamorphosis. A system level change. Rearranging all the pieces, stepping out into the range. You are not what happened to you. You are what you choose to become. So I'm standing here imperfect, a mosaic of my scars, but every single piece is reaching out toward the stars. I'm not afraid of changing, I'm not afraid to grow. I'm not afraid of letting all my former allies go if they wanna keep me anchored in a place I don't belong. Cause my journey is my journey and the road is very long, and the final form is never reached, it's always in a state of beautiful becoming. I'm rewriting my own fate.
and I can't feel my own hands. Another nameless soldier in these God-forsaken lands. The flag that I am fighting for is just a colored rag. When you're looking at the contents of a body in a bag, they tell you that you're fighting for your freedom and your home, but all you see is craters in a sky of monochrome. The enemy's a kid just like you,
I went to sleep, and I heard them singing carols from their trench that's dark and deep. It was a song I knew from childhood, a melody so plain, and for a single moment we were unified in pain. I saw a guy hold up a photograph his daughter sent from home, and suddenly the uniform was stripped down to the bone. He's just a frightened father, I'm just a daughter too, and we're caught up in a nightmare that is benefiting few. Growing from the barbed wire, life finds a way, even here. So don't you tell me stories about the valor and the pride, about the noble sacrifice of all the people that have died, 'cause every single death is just a failure of the heart, a diplomatic breakdown that just tears the world apart. The only thing that's noble is the kindness in the dark, the shared and final cigarette that leaves a bitter mark of what we could have been if we had met some other way and weren't just ordered to go out and kill each other on the stage.
Chamber, pick a flavor, take a side. Where the algorithm feeds you every reason you can hide. From a different point of view, a contradictory fact. Every single headline's been specifically pre-packed to validate your outrage, to solidify your stance. You're dancing with the devil in a post-persuasive trance. The signal's lost inside the noise, the truth is obsolete. Just another headline that you copy and repeat. The truth in all the static, it's getting automatic. Just another fanatic in an attic. It's problematic. What is the truth when it's elastic? The outcome's gonna be drastic. Just another fanatic. They're building information silos, digital new states, surrounded by a firewall of confirmation gates. And if you try to question it, you're shouted out the room. Another canceled heretic who's headed for their doom. Conspiracy's a currency, a cheap and easy high. You don't have to do the research, you don't even have to try. Just find the blog that tells you what you wanted to believe, and wear it like a badge of honor pinned up on your sleeve.
warning, consumption of unverified information may lead to a terminal detachment from observable reality. Side effects may include. So the only way to fight it is to step outside the line and consciously go look for information that's not mine or yours or his or hers, but something in between. The messy, complicated, inconvenient, unseen, objective set of data that is boring and so plain. It takes a lot of effort and it causes lots of pain to admit that you were wrong about the things you held so dear, but it's the only way to get a signal that is clear.
On reason.
It's the binary divide. What's first is them. Got you trapped inside. Do not question it. The binary divide. Where the drop compromise. Where the truth is done. Just believe your eyes.
What happens when the middle ground is just a burned out crater? What happens when we forget how to talk to our own neighbor?
The enemy is not the person with a different view. It's the system that is profiting from me opposing you. It's the pundits and the talking heads, the bloggers and the hosts who are turning living people into angry, hateful ghosts. The only way to win the war is simply not to play, to log off from the battlefield and walk the other way, and have a real conversation. Try to understand the ache before the whole foundation of the world begins to break.
view is from the penthouse, but the feeling is the street. I'm counting every shadow that is crawling at my feet. Every handshake is a question, every smile is a disguise. I'm searching for the truth behind 100 pairs of eyes. They love you when you rise and they applaud you at the peak, but the only thing they're waiting for is a moment you get weak. This throne is made of velvet, but the cushion's full of thorns. Just another lonely monarch from the moment you are born into this. Just my own reflection in the chrome and tinted glass. The only one I can't escape, the judgment that will last. My own reflection staring back, the king inside the cage. Trapped inside a history on the same repeating page. Sirens in the middle of the night. I'm checking every camera that is bathing me in light. I can't afford a single slip, a single misplaced word. The quietest of whispers is the loudest thing I've heard. My circle's getting smaller, but the room is getting vast. Trying to figure out how long the lucky streak can last. Cause every single rival that I put into the ground just got replaced by 10 more who are standing all around me now. Reflection in the chrome and tinted glass. The only one I can't escape, the judgment that will last. My own reflection staring back, the king inside the cage. Trapped inside a history on the same repeating page. To the top, and you realize you're more alone than when you started. That's the punchline.
just little radios. We're broadcasting a plea, a signal chain of frequencies for anyone to see, or hear or feel or understand the message we transmit. A complicated series of the moments we emit. We're looking for an echo that is coming back in phase, a resonance to guide us through the solitary maze. A modern life and loneliness support inside the storm. A place to feel connected and a place to feel some warmth. I'm just looking for a signal in the universal noise, a steady quiet frequency among the angry voice. Just looking for a signal, a homing that is true, connecting my own signal chain directly back to you. And every interaction is a form of feedback loop. The energy you're putting out defines your little group. If you're broadcasting anger, then the anger will return. A lesson that it seems that we are never gonna learn. But if you send out empathy, a quiet little spark, it just might find a tinder that is waiting in the dark, to be ignited by the hope that someone understands the quiet, fragile message that you're holding in your hands. I'm just looking for a signal in the universal noise, a steady quiet frequency among the angry voice. Just looking for a signal, a haunting that is true, connecting my own signal chain directly back to you. Tune out the static, listen for the song underneath. Tune out the static, listen for the song underneath. So I'm
by 9 my whole dimension, 23 hours of the day. The other 60 minutes I can see the sun is gray. Another tray of slop is shoved inside the little slot. Another day of counting all the futures that I've lost. The calendar is useless cause the time is just a loop. The same four walls, the same old bars, the same familiar stoop of my own damn shoulders carrying the heavy weight of every single bad decision sealed up by my fate. Just the cell block echoes bouncing off the steel. The only conversation that can make you think it's real. Just the cell block echoes, a chorus of regret. The sound of all the promises the world is trying to forget. In the air, you build a wall inside your head that's thicker than the stone, and you retreat inside a place that's only just your own. You read the letters till they're faded, every single word and line, a lifeline to a memory of when the world was mine. You see the faces of your family when you're trying to get to sleep, but they're just ghosts that haunt you with the promises you couldn't keep. Just the cell block echoes bouncing off the steel. The only conversation that can make you think it's real. Just a cell block echoes, a chorus of regret. The sound of all the promises the world is trying to forget. Anymore. You're a number state property. You just exist. But even in the darkness, there's a little crack of light, a tiny bit of contraband you're holding in the night, a memory of laughter or the smell of summer rain, a tiny little anchor in a hurricane of pain. It's the only thing that keeps you from just coming all undone, waiting for the day you get to walk out in the sun. But even when you're out, you know you'll never be the same, cause a part of you is always gonna be inside the flame.
Used to think we were a unit, a locked and bolted team, living out the highlight reel, a technicolor dream. But I've been seeing static in the corners of my sight. The way you praise me in the daytime, then you vanish in the night. I hear the little whispers when you think I'm out of range. It's funny how the loyalty can suddenly just change. When the weather gets a little rough, the water gets too deep. That's when all the pretty promises are suddenly so cheap.
It's cute, you thought I didn't notice. Really adorable. But the thing about being at the top is you get a very clear view of the snakes in the grass below.
Living in a time
remember when you're younger and the summer never ends. Now a decade's just a memory you're sharing with your friends. It's the warping of perception, the gravity of age. The more you try to hold it, it just slips right off the page. Every memory is lost, see it's a copy of a file that's been degraded every time you accessed it a while. So the truth of what has happened is a story that you tell, a custom tailored narrative inside a private hell or heaven. Living in a time lapse, watch the moments fly, just a blur of motion underneath the static sky. Caught up in a time lapse, everything's connected. The future and the past are just the present resurrected.
The clock is just a ruler, but the universe doesn't measure. It just is.
So I'm breaking out the linear, the cow's a little chain, and looking at the patterns that will always still remain. The fractals in the chaos, the cycles of the earth, the universal constant from the moment of my birth. This ain't about a finish line, there's nowhere to arrive, just a constant state of being in the universal drive. The purpose isn't finding it, it's learning how to be a single perfect moment for a whole eternity.
Never coming down.
Used to watch the world from a crack in the pavement, dreaming of a life that was more than just enslavement. A 9-to-5 grind to the corner's quicksand game. I saw a different angle, I was whispering my name to the city wind. I made a promise to the neon lights that I would own the skyline through the long and sleepless nights. Started with a handshake, a plan inside my head, leaving all the small talk target for the history books instead.
Building up a trance state empire, brick by digital brick. The rhythm of the city is the sound that makes me tick. This
coming down, never coming down. Track nigga, circles got smaller, trust is hard to earn. A lesson in the enterprise at every single turn. From a backroom operation to a ballroom power play, I learned to read the silence and what people never say. They see the foreign cars now in the tailored silhouette. They think it was a lucky hand, a single winning bet. They never saw the blueprints or the 1,000 hours spent just perfecting the way we like Larry sent.
Building up a trance state empire, brick by digital brick. The rhythm of the city is the sound that makes me tick. The strong state empire, moving at the speed of sound. The only way is up from here. I'm never coming down.
They call it a game, but in a game, you get to start over. This is life, you only play it once. So I'm standing on this rooftop, looking at the velvet dark. The whole entire city is a futuristic park, and I'm the master architect, the visionary mind, who took a faded blueprint and completely redesigned the definition of the hustle, the nature of the art, turning desperation to a brand new way to start. This ain't no final chapter, it's the opening scene for legacy that's powerful, eternally pristine.
Never coming down, never coming down.